Welcome to the podcast, guys. I am known as the wildest one, named the Fang of the Wild, coming from his new location as the new house. Everybody else can introduce themselves as whatever they want, unless you're E4, because you can't, because obviously you're E4. Go!
I am surfing on a wave of darkness.
Oh my god.
In 2019.
Mr. Darkwave, is your mic in your mouth?
No.
It sounds like your mic is in your throat, son.
No. My mic is in front of me.
Okay, never mind. It's just probably my headphones are probably killing me. Whatever. What were we saying? You were surfing on the wave of darkness?
Yes.
Yeah, that actually sounds better when I take my headphones off of my ears. But yeah, you were surfing on the
Surfing on the path of life.
What about you, E4? What were you doing?
Nothing.
Shut up.
But I would like to say that I would like to dedicate this podcast to Mean Gene Oakland.
Moment of silence for Mean Gene. You know, I can still hear somebody playing Yu-Gi-Oh! I said moment of silence, damn it. God damn it.
That was the dog.
You're still playing Yu-Gi-Oh?
That's the dog playing Yu-Gi-Oh!
Man, I hope you find that opponent you were looking to fight one day, man.
Oh, he is. He's fighting Quattro.
Yeah, E4.
Lieutenant Quattro?
Yeah, I heard you. E4 has been looking for this. She's been trying to fight this one dude in Yu-Gi-Oh, man. But he's been evading her. I wonder why.
Lieutenant Quattro?
One day she'll
No, it's a bot.
Anywho, ignoring that. E4's elusive opponent that she'll never be able to fight for some reason.
Oh no,
We
I
have a
found
large
him.
podcast. Maybe large, maybe small. If the viewers will look in the screen during the podcast, there's a countdown. If you can see the countdown, you can see it. And of course, in the other corner, it's a speed run. Then it's my glorious face. We've decided to take this new format. I don't care what the other two say because they don't have cameras. So therefore, I do the rules. Did I say that? So now, interestingly, we had a couple of things in the gaming world to talk about here. But Darkwave, you found something. What was that you found?
The game that we knew nothing about, Star Wars Open World from Vancouver, has apparently been canceled. What else is new?
Oh my goodness. Why did they cancel it?
We don't know. Not like we know anything about the game to begin with.
I mean, unfortunately, I don't really care because, I mean, it's EA, and I mean, they do random things. But they canceled another game in the Star Wars franchise, and at this point, I'm just like, okay, what else do you have? You know?
Kotaku reported this first. There's been no word from EA yet. So, the story is still developing on said cancellation. I wouldn't be surprised if it gets canceled.
How do you feel about it? You just don't really care, do you?
I mean, we haven't seen shit, haven't heard shit, so it's not like I could really be like, no.
Yeah, just like that Star Wars that was Visceral Games was making, and how it went nowhere.
You mean 1313?
No, not that one. The other one, the Uncharted style one that they were gonna make, and it just.
Are you talking about the one that Titanfall people are making?
No, the one that the Visceral Games were making before they cancel it.
Oh, I mean, no, we have seen nothing. So any cancellation from any Star Wars game is is pretty much irrelevant to me.
Yeah. Till we get a. One day, man, we're gonna get a good Star Wars game. Cause the last good Star Wars game I remember is Battlefront 2, the old one, not the new one.
I never played any Star Wars game.
Or-
Unless you count the one that was on the N64 that Power Racer train, which I don't think that counts. So
Yeah, let's not.
Yeah.
Let's erase that back from the memories of everybody. I'm gonna edit this part right out the podcast because it's like you just said a swear word to me. Like you said all the cuss words at the same time just now. That's all I heard a second ago. I didn't hear nothing else but you cussing me out. You cussed out the whole fan base just now with that nasty game. Fortunately, I actually like The Force Awakens 1 and 2. Okay, I like the first one a lot better than 2, but I still like The Force Awakens game. Granted, objectively, they're terrible games, but yeah, I like those games. And I also, for me, the best Star Wars game of all time would be Battlefront 2, the original one, not the new one. Because that game was fantastic. It was like because you got to play with all the eras of Star Wars, obviously except the sequel trilogy because it wasn't even thought of yet. But you had to play with the prequel trilogy all through the OT, and it was an amazing game. Space battles, you can literally start a fight on a planet and end up in space. That's how good that game was. And I was like, yeah, this game is quite possibly my favorite game of all time in the Star Wars realm. I'm still mad they canceled all of the books and stuff, so none of the books and stuff are canon. But let's not talk about that right now. That's
a different conversation.
It's a whole completely different conversation that we'd be here for the rest of our lives talking about.
Pretty much.
But at this point, when EA cancels a Star Wars game, I just don't care. I just really don't. I really don't. I don't care.
Can't really feel something. You can't feel anything for something that's canceled that you haven't seen.
Exactly.
It's not like we seen some type of gameplay. Like even a teaser trailer, you can't really be mad about that. Not like you seen gameplay of it's not like you say, oh, RPG Star Wars game and then they cancel it and then we'd be sad. No, it's more like, oh yeah, we have a game coming out. Oh, that's nice. And then we cancel it. Oh, that's also nice. Good, more money in my pocket. That's what I look at.
That's pretty much that's pretty much what you're saying. And that is the truth, of course. They just that's pretty much what happened. It was like, oh man, look at this game that we're about to come up with, but it's canceled, and everybody's like, of course you got the people that are pissed, but like people like me, I'm like, I don't care. I didn't see anything. Like I didn't even know when the game was coming out. Like Star Wars
coming out. We don't even know what type of game it was. An open world Star Wars game. Oh, I wonder what that could have been, and then it could have been a number of things.
Yeah, and then
it could have been a guy walking around, looking up, down, picking up trash, and then seeing Star Wars people fight in the distance, and commenting on how great it looked. Who knows, man? Just give me a Star Wars Dark Souls game. There you go. Wi-Fi. E4.
Yes.
Where did the elusive Wild Fang go?
I have no idea.
I've returned.
How did you gonna leave the podcast and say absolutely nothing?
I literally said I'll be right back.
We heard none of that.
Oh, I don't care. Let the record show that this is being recorded in front of a live studio audience, and they heard everything.
Sure.
Okay. Are you sure about that?
But like I was saying, you guys can't hold a conversation without me. Anywho, like I was saying, I find it hilarious that The only one that I actually kind of cared about was 1313 because I was finally able to see like a game that's not lightsabers and pew pew to a bounty.
And we saw gameplay.
Pew pew.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was pew pew, just a good looking pew pew.
Yeah, which is a lot of pew pew, and it was good.
Pew pew.
And you got to use young Boba Fett. I was like, oh, that's gonna be good. It was canceled. Oh, well, shit.
That made me sad.
Yeah, I was like, oh shit, I don't care. But if they was ever go like, we have this concept for this Star Wars, but it's gonna get canceled, then I'm gonna be like, what type of game was it? It was a first person shooter. Okay. Now it's a third person. And I'm gonna be like, all right. They're gonna be like, it's gonna be a survival horror game. If they ever said a Star Wars survival horror game, I'm not buying it off of general principle.
I mean, I think that'd be hilarious.
The only person that like it's gonna be like Slender Man, but you're gonna have Darth Vader.
Yeah. Matter of fact, the survival horror game is gonna be the ending of Rogue One, and you must survive. You play those guys trapped in the room. Help us! That's you. That's your role, and you must survive.
Yeah, you have
the onslaught of Darth Vader.
Oh, you're gonna. Well,
If you can survive, great. Mm-hmm.
5 Nights at Darth Vader's house.
Well, next Star Wars game, you use a lightsaber by using the Dance Dance Revolution pad.
At that point, I'd be done with life, and I wouldn't care at that point. Next, moving on. Anybody have anything else to say about the Star Wars video games?
No.
Besides that travesty that Mrs. E4 talked about.
Nanda? No.
All right. They're gonna make a Star Wars game, and it's gonna be so realistic. It's gonna be like Dynasty Warriors 9 realistic.
What's that?
By the way, I named Dynasty Warriors 9 the worst game of 2018 on my personal list. I'm sorry. I couldn't do it. I had to. Dynasty Warriors 9 made that list, man. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I played probably. Yeah, I played.
Oh yeah, no, that I played too. Yeah, Dynasty Warriors 9. If I was to say there's probably an objectively worse game, but that I've played, I'm gonna have to say it is Dynasty Warriors 9. I can't say anything else.
Because it's technically it's just shit all the way around. Like it's sad when I think they put one on the Switch, and that thing is Extreme Legends, and it's like that's how you know it's bad. Like they're not even re-releasing 9. They're doing 8 Extreme Legends or Empires is one of those. And I'm just sitting there like, yes, exactly, because 9 was garbage.
Yeah. Fallout 76, guys. Fallout 70 goddamn 6 has been going through one of the worst PR disasters of all time. Now, I know you guys heard of the bag situation where they switched the bag from what was it? What was the original material? God damn it.
Mm-hmm.
They were supposed to be in the material. They were canvas bags for nylon bags. They swapped them. And people were pissed. And then there was the data breach where they had, when people asked for replacements, the tickets got leaked out. And so on the website, you can see people's personal information. What else? They didn't give people refunds. Granted, they clearly got people. It was just a lot of nonsense. They quietly patched the game and make it worse when it comes to grinding. They stretched for PC players. They just stretched the screen instead of fixing some of the viewpoints. And then there was the Nuka Dark Rum situation. What's your favorite part of this whole Fallout 76 controversy?
The fact that people are saying mods that come out for Skyrim and other things are objectively what Fallout 76 should have been.
I saw that Skyrim Together mod, and I was like, oh, shizzle. How did you do that? How did you guys do that? That's all I want to know. Modders are hilarious. Oh, by the way, they banned people who had mods on their PC for some reason, which didn't make any sense. And tried to get people to write an essay on why modding is bad. But then, like, a lot of people was like, we just have the software on the computer. We never modded the game. And yeah, there's people who found the dev room because you can find that by accident and still get banned. And then explain to them how you found the room. And then they try huh?
I don't know. Like, I can't say much on Fallout 76. I haven't even touched it. I don't even want to play it. A lot of people say No, I don't.
Ooh.
A lot of people that I know play it say that it's not perfect in no way, shape, or form. But a lot of people blow it out of proportion a little bit, overblow it out of proportion. And I'm not sure if that's the case or not.
Funny thing is, it's not. It's really not.
Like, people say it's like the people who, I guess, have the game and play it and all that, thing. They say, yeah, it's bad, but people take it to a whole new level of,
Oh, yeah, like, it's bad. From judging from what the actual critics say or people I like to listen to, they say the game is bad, period, right? But is it like shit? They say no because it's Fallout 4, but at the same time it's still terrible. It's not a good game.
Mm-hmm.
If you know what I mean. But personally, my favorite one was the hey, let's leak your information online. Or I had to tie that with the, oh yeah, let's discount these Santa Claus outfits. But they weren't really discounted. They were just increased price.
Hey, man. I don't know, man. Fallout, Bethesda had a lot of work to do to get the fans back in good graces.
Oh, they have a lot of work to do.
It's bad enough that Elder Scrolls 6 won't be out on current gen, so that right there is not going to help. I mean, they still got Elder Scrolls Online, which, is whatever, but they still have a lot of work to do. So like that.
Okay. Next, y'all hear about what happened with that new Aliens game coming out on your phones?
That's all I heard. That's coming out on your phone. What else is happening?
Anything about that?
They said the new Alien game is coming out on your phone. It's pretty much a Five Nights at Freddy's clone. It's a Five Nights at Freddy's clone.
Oh. That sucks for people who want to play Alien Isolation too.
Yeah.
Essentially.
Yeah. Essentially. Hilarious. What was the next thing I was going to say? Oh, yes. Darkwave and E4. Bungie finally left Activision. I want to know you guys' thoughts on that shit. And I'll be right back.
Either A, Bungie is like gonna do their own thing and do it well, or B, Activision are stupid. I don't know. At this point, Bungie is all but dead to me right now. I don't really care for Destiny, so. I got nothing really.
Me either.
I mean, it's Bungie. The Destiny is it's Destiny. What else? What more can I really say about them? Did Wild Fang disappear again?
Yes, I did, but this time I definitely said something. But
no, you didn't. I didn't hear anything.
What the fuck?
I think you're going crazy, sir.
Okay. I'm gonna highlight this and send you the video, part of the video when I did twice. Anywho, are you personally excited for it? Is what I was asking.
What's there for me to be excited about? It's they're moving on their own. I don't even have Destiny and All-Star on my hard drive anymore, so them going by themselves. I mean, I guess that means they don't have to push something out. I guess yearly or every 2 years, like Activision probably want it, but
yeah.
Now the question is, will Bungie have the money to do what they want to do with certain future titles? I guess that would be the bigger question. Does Bungie have enough money to do their own their own thing? I doubt it, but I'm not gonna say I doubt it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't.
I hope they take everything about Destiny 1 and 2 and scrap it and just, make a good game out of it and take their time. You know what I mean? Just take your time.
Oh, I don't know. Like, Destiny within itself, I've said it once and I've said it 1,000 times. Destiny was never really a bad game. It was not it was an overhyped game. It wasn't necessarily bad, but it's Destiny is. See the thing with Destiny, it is what every online loot based game technically is. It's the same thing. It's the same thing with Anthem. It's the same thing with Division. I don't know what people expect with these games. When you buy these games, there's a hype for them when they come. There's a cycle with them. It's with any loot shooter that has this MMO-esque or multiplayer online-esque co-op loot shooter. There's phases. There's the hype phase before the game comes out. Then there's the day one buy phase where everyone's fucking happy.
Yeah.
Then there's the month to 2 month play and grind and like, oh yeah. Once you get what you want, you're done. And people expect to be entertained longer than 3 months. Which is not going to happen with these games. These games all take the same path. They come out, they do what they have to do for the first month, and then you're going to be stuck there on the quote end game for 3 or 4 months before you get anything new.
Yeah, like DLC.
And that's what each of these, that's what these, the gaming community don't understand. When you buy, like, people tell me, how was Anthem? I said, Anthem is exactly what I thought it would be. It is a game that you'll play, you will enjoy it, and once you level up all 4 javelins, if you decide to do so, or level up your main javelin, or whatever you choose to do, once you go through the end game, you'll be done until the next, cycle of end game or whatever they plan to add, and then you complain you're bored. Well, when you hit max level and you do all the end game, what else do you expect? What do you expect with this game? This is not a game that is going to update itself like that. It's not. Destiny's the same way. Destiny. Now, I always say what they could do is make stronger end game. But at the end of the day, when you have an end game like this, when you have an end game, what else could you expect? They're not going to build some strong strategic end game that's going to last 6-7 months. That's not how that works. Because it's not a MMO. It's an MMO-esque type thing. So I don't know what people expect. I know what I expect from Anthem, and it's going to be decent for about a month or two, then they'll turn to garbage, then they'll come back, and then you'll do whatever.
Oh, it's kind of like how Destiny kept doing it. Destiny did it twice.
I mean, how every looter shooter has done it. Division, Destiny, soon to be Anthem, but everyone expects these masterful games. What do you expect? Well, what do you want? You want to beat the content eventually.
Yeah.
It's not like a true MMO where you're gonna have this long, fantastic, grind of of a story or this long, fantastic grind of anything. It's gonna be get in there, do what you have to do, loot up, and done.
Speaking of Division, did you play the Division?
Yes, I had the first one. It was fun for a little bit. I mean, you go in there, but Division within itself just had terrible game mechanics.
What was your like what?
With Division?
Yeah.
I mean, you got it. I mean, basically everything is required in Dark Zone. You would go in there, you would farm for, how many hours, blah blah blah. You get all this legendary gold. Then you come out of the Dark Zone, you may kill one enemy, you get a fucking blue that was stronger than all the work you just put in. Just stupid things like that. It was fun for a while, but the ending was terrible. The enemy was fucking bullet sponges for no fucking reason. Nobody wants bullet sponges like that. That's just unnecessary. I shoot at someone in the head, I expect them to lose a lot of health or die. Stupid game. This game, it's like Resident Evil 6, bad game design.
Yeah, I had the same problem with Resident Evil. Not Resident Evil, Division. How people with hoodies were taking shotgun shells to your face and still able to shoot and don't fight me. I'm like, they shouldn't have did this. They should not have did this.
Pretty much.
I'm not gonna lie, that game bored.
All I know is.
Like, they couldn't give you a like or nothing?
Yep. I mean, I was, and objectively, it was a little boring as well, without friends, but that's pretty much almost any type of
looter
shooter type game. It was objectively boring. And Division, and the concept of Division, I thought, was just, you're supposed to be surviving this I guess this diseased world or whatever, and that wasn't the case. It didn't matter. Now, they did come out with some DLC later, but it's like, that's a year or two later. At that point, the game is dead.
Oh, yeah, they fixed the game way later.
I feel like, and if there's one issue I will say with loot shooters, Destiny, Division, probably Anthem, is that they wait too long to do what needs to be done.
Working here, it's just we all have.
Yeah, I feel like, and everyone on Anthem's case, some people anyway, not everybody, about how there's no PvP, which isn't necessarily necessary. You don't need PvP. Not for a game like that, not right now, because you have to balance out these fucking suits. So I appreciate them actually taking the time to balance out those suits, because let's face facts, the Colossus probably OP would be OP as shit. Everyone would probably run around with Colossus.
Yeah.
Or everyone just fly in the air with Storm and strike them. So I appreciate them actually saying there may be PvP, but we're going to balance everything out first. I appreciate that, but most games take forever to fix their glaring issues. Destiny did it. Division did it almost 2 years after the game release. At that point, the game is dead. And hopefully Anthem doesn't fall into that same category. If Anthem sees an issue or they see ways that the community is saying they need to improve, hopefully they don't wait a year and a half, 2 years when the game is practically dead and buried to fix it.
Yeah, no,
I don't know.
Probably will. There's no reason they probably won't.
Now BioWare, people are also, they're worried because BioWare hasn't done too well here lately with their Dragon Age games, and their Mass Effect games have been kind of lackluster after 3 and blah blah blah.
Yeah, E4.
I don't care about that.
Dragon Age.
I can too, but I'm not going to look at that because those games are objectively different, far different than what we're dealing with Anthem.
Yeah.
I played Anthem. I can't comment on the story. Honestly, I don't really care. It's a loot shooter. Why do I care? I mean, if there is a story that's actually there, Congratulations, Anthem. Yeah, that's an added bonus. I'm looking for enjoyment of the game. I don't give a shit about story with a loot shooter. That's not what I'm here for. But if you give it to me, whatever. But I've played Anthem. I've played it. It plays well. I think the weapons shoot fine. I think that the flying is very smooth. You know, now granted we only had to play with one javelin, so I can't comment how all the javelins are. You can farm up materials. There's little like hideouts around the map, but the map is pretty decently sized. You know, now you can't necessarily, you can't get loot and just immediately equip it. You got to go back and do all that.
That sounds
whatever.
annoying.
It was. Now I don't know how. I think there's a little base you might can go to while in game, so you don't have to like completely jump out of a crew and go back in. I didn't really experience that much because the customization in the game was very minimal. So I really didn't I couldn't really dive into like how the loot really worked. But I think there's maybe like a hub base. I think there's a hub section in the map that you can go to give you your, do whatever you want. Now, apparently there are different builds. You can pick different, abilities for your suits. It looks good, From when I played, it played well, played enough. So, I expect hopefully a decent game for about 2-3 months with some friends.
Of course.
And be done. I'll have plenty. That's the thing. This year alone, in the first two months of gaming, I'll have enough to hold me over. I'll have Resident Evil 2, which we will get to the demo later. I will have God of War 3, which is God of War 3. You have Anthem and so on. Shakira Child's died twice, and so on and so forth.
And Code Vein, whenever that comes out, decidedly.
What's that? What's that?
I don't know what that is.
I just don't care about it. It's not that I don't care about Code Vein at this point. I'm not looking for that game until either summer or September of this year. So, and I'm not gonna fault them. A lot of people said, and from what I even seen, people say it's just anime Dark Souls, and it did nothing to stand out. And even I said that. I said that during one of our podcasts that it looks great, but it looks like a weeaboo Dark Souls. With a story. Kind of like how God Eater was a weeaboo Monster Hunter with a story until Monster Hunter World came out. So, I mean, will they do something to make itself stand out? I don't know. When it comes to Code Vein, I really don't. But here's hoping. I mean, honestly, if it was me, I don't know if I would make it Souls-esque in the first place, personally. I think you could have done well with a maybe Devil May Cry type style. I mean, it probably going to, Souls games, Devil May Cry, they kind of had the same vein, except not as, But I probably wouldn't have went the Souls route because it's so overdone now. Every game has tried to be this, I guess, spiritual Dark Souls, and barely any of them work. Anything that's not from Software or not named Neo has not worked. So, Lords of the Fallen was fucking terrible. Surge was average.
Yeah, I actually like that game.
A lot of people do, but to me, if you're not better than Bloodborne, and if you're not as good as Dark Souls, you're average. Why would I play you?
Yeah.
At this point, I'm just looking at it as, why would I play you? I really don't have a need to play you. I have better Soul games I can play.
Makes sense. I get what you're saying.
And like I said, shout Lords of the Fallen and Bound by Flame, garbage.
Bound by Flame? What is that?
It was pretty much like a Souls-y type game, garbage.
Really?
Something like that. Lords of Fallen was just, and Lords of Fallen was probably just fucking, that game was fucking god awful. The camera angles were abysmal. For a person who plays, I guess, the speed style, speed overpower, dodging overpower, over health. I need proper camera angle when cameras kind of throw me into the walls and put me inside of it. Trash. So.
How did we even get to this?
Because you asked about Code Vein.
Oh, yeah.
A forgotten game just like Bayonetta 3.
I had a perfect analogy for Bayonetta 3, but I'm not even going to bring it up at this point.
Well, all I'm gonna say to about Bayonetta 3 is to everybody, welcome to how we feel, Kingdom Hearts fans feel. Because everybody gets your game for another 12.
I don't care about Bayonetta 3. I just care about my Kingdom Hearts 3.
Nah. For me, everybody who's about to be up on Bayonetta 3 about to be waiting for 12 years and 10 months, which would fucking blow everybody if that game did not come out for another 12 years. Oh my goodness, this puppy is so cute. Anywho, yeah, like that would bug everybody. I feel as though what was the main subject again? Oh yeah, Code Vein. I feel like Code Vein should it's gonna be alright. I'm still gonna play it like shit. I just hope it comes out sometime where I hope it doesn't come out in the middle of something else, because if it does, I'm not going to be responsible for what happens.
Well, I've said this.
Uh-huh.
I've given a time frame back when it first got delayed, when we reported it.
Yeah.
Or when it needs to come out. If it cannot come out, well, obviously it's not coming out January, but let's I'm just saying for the sake of keeping months. Yeah. It can't come out in January. It can't come out in February.
Yeah, it cannot.
March is Devil May Cry, and I believe Sekiro.
Yeah.
It could come out then, but Devil May Cry, and people still love that game, and Sekiro is going to be bought because
it's a weeps. Game.
Now, I don't know, after March you have April, that's Days Gone. Now, the other Samurai game from Sucker Punch, we have no release date. I can't remember. It's Ghost of Tsushima, which I have not heard anything about here lately.
What?
Ghost of Tsushima.
Oh yeah, Tsushima. You haven't heard anything since E3.
But, Code Vein's best time would be between April, May, and June. If it comes out in September, I'm not going to say I won't buy it, but at that point, who's going to care? It's been you delayed it for a whole year. And that's the thing. If it turns out to be, I appreciate them delaying it, fixing the problems, fine. But if you come out in September, a whole year after you're supposed to come out, and I literally see the same game, what did you do?
Yeah.
Now if it comes out May or June, sometime in the summer, I can be a little bit more lenient. But if it comes out a whole year of delay, that pretty much tells me you redid the entire game almost.
Yeah, because it was supposed to be out, and I'm like, I'd rather have been playing it, but since you guys wanted to make it better, I guess.
Yeah, if you want to make it better, that's fine. Because like I said, what I saw was good, but it just looks like a Dark Souls with a different story. It was really bad. I said, okay, what did we do with Monster Hunter when we was like kind of competing? Well, we made Gaiju. What did we do with Gaiju? We gave it a story. Oh, let's do something for Dark Souls and give it a story. Except you have a co-op partner with you, which a lot of people didn't like. Which, in my opinion, was something unique.
Yeah,
it separated from Dark Souls.
Yeah.
Dark Souls, you're by yourself. This time you have now whether or not the AI partner was good is a different story. But it was something different. That's the thing. You cannot as much as I love, or I love playing Dark Souls 3 and Bloodborne and all that, if you're gonna make a Souls game, you cannot give me the same song and fucking dance. You cannot. You can't make it, no stories. The story is fucking in the world, convoluted with some BS. It's the same summoning system, same BS. How about you give me something that separates you from Dark Souls?
Oh, yeah.
Or separate me from or Bloodborne or Neo or something of the sort.
Pretty much.
Oh, Neo 2 comes out next year too, so there you go. There's your other Souls game coming out next year too.
Well,
So, I don't know about Code Vein. Hopefully it comes out. I'll probably, I'll still buy it depending on the month. I'll buy it regardless, but day one will depend on the month. And hopefully it'll be good.
Patience, little.
Hopefully it'll be good. That's all I can say.
What else is? Oh yeah.
Well, now we're talking Resi 2 then.
Oh yeah, I was about to talk about that. The before we get to that, the God Eater 3 demo. What do you feel about that? Because I actually was having fun.
Well, I had already played it from Japan, the Japanese demo, because I was told it came out, so I played it then. So I like, it's God Eater. I like what I've seen. The Circle Blade is probably surprising to most, probably my favorite weapon. The dual blades are decent, but I tend to have more fun with the Circle Blade.
Is the Scythe in the game?
Yeah, the Scythe's in the game. All the weapons are in the game. They only added the Circle Blade and the dual daggers. Scythe was my main weapon for God Eater 1 and 2. And God Eater 3 is either going to be Circle Blades or... I'm probably going to use dual daggers, obviously, but the main weapon you might see me use might be Circle Blade. I haven't decided yet. I like it. I do have... I'm a little surprised with with God Eater 3. I'm surprised they still kept it linear.
Me too. I thought they were gonna pull a Dynasty Warriors 9 for a minute, but I was like, no one can make that same mistake.
Not Dynasty Warriors 9. So, maybe what I said just recently, just 10 minutes ago, that God Eater was always the game that was basically Monster Hunter with a story.
Yeah.
This was Bandai Namco's way of saying, here's our version of Monster Hunter-ish, but we have a story that actually matters. Whereas Monster Hunter, until Monster Hunter World, the story in there was almost non-existent.
Yeah.
Some of them had some story, but most of them were just...
Pretty much, there's a monster going to go do something, you need to go kill it.
Yeah, basically it's, you're this guy, go kill it. No, nothing else matters. Whereas Monster Hunter World took that and said, here you go kill it, but there's other people involved and it may give you a more cinematic feel.
Yeah, but it was, at the end of the day, it was, this monster's doing this, go kill it. Okay. 9 times a day, the last boss was a prime example of that. There's a monster that's being created. Kill it. Okay.
Pretty much.
Like,
and God Eater was kind of that, here's a story, which they were generic anime stories, but they were there. There was a story there for you to follow. Cutscenes, character development, whatever.
And what I liked about the third one was the fact that it was like, it made me really just want to go buy the game immediately. I was like, oh, you start off in a prison cell.
Now, I will say this. When I very first played the third one from the Japanese store, I would say the graphics on there, I'm not saying they're fucking Resident Evil 2, type graphics or, Anthem.
Yeah.
I could not go back to God Eater 2 after playing God Eater 3.
I couldn't either. And I was like, I'm going to try for this. And I tried it. I was like, I'm sorry. I'm just going to play God Eater 3 now. I'm sorry.
The graphics.
They even have God Eater 1 and 2. I'm just not going to play them both. I'm calling it a day.
Like, at the time, I still had God Eater 2 installed on my PlayStation. Yeah. I tried. I looked at it. I'm like, I can't do this. The graphics are just And it looks like Code Vein, which pisses me off even more. But, now, but what I'm really surprised about is I'm surprised it didn't go more ambitious. Now, on one hand, I look at that as a good thing.
Yeah.
Stick to it. If it's not broke, don't fix it. On the other hand, I am more like, well, you see Monster Hunter World came out,
Yeah.
and you see what they did.
Yeah.
Why didn't y'all go the extra mile?
I mean,
Your map is as linear as it's always been, and yet you have, and that's where I'm not saying it's bad because of that, but I'm just surprised they didn't make it a little bit more ambitious. Now they do have more, I guess, RPG elements than Monster Hunter.
hey, quick pause. Hey, E4, quick question.
Mm-hmm.
Why the hell does Spyro run so weird?
Because he's charging.
No, there's regular
Like
run.
his regular.
He runs so weird.
It's super cute.
Nah, he looks like he's running like a weird dog.
Yeah.
You got them baby arm run. But yeah, what were you saying? Dark Wave. What were you saying? Nah, I was bringing up something to E4 and asking why Spyro runs so goddamn weird. Like
Because he's a dragon.
He's like a dog.
He runs so
like
weird.
Dog.
I'm looking at her live stream and he runs
All right,
so
here,
weird.
Okay, so here, I'll just walk everywhere.
Why does he look so weird? It's like, bro.
All right, I'm walking. I'm walking everywhere now.
No, his run. It's about his run. Not. Oh my god, that's even weirder. All right, but yeah, back to God Eater 3. What you say?
Terrible.
Dark Wave, what did you say?
I was basically saying I'm just surprised they didn't go.
Like that super extra mile. I get what you're saying.
I wouldn't say it's not. No, I'm not saying go the Monster Hunter route.
Yeah.
But I'm just surprised that they did not. I guess in terms of their game, really change.
Yeah.
The aspects of the game, like I said, they have more customizations probably than Monster Hunter, and so on and so forth. But
Yeah.
in terms of the open in the world,
say God Eater has. Like I was able to customize my character, and I was like, "Oh shit, this looks amazing."
Yeah, I just feel like with Monster Hunter now there,
Yes.
any other, what Monster Hunter World did
Yeah.
was take a concept that was done tired and true, this linear map, you run through areas, loading screens, and this and that, and they turned it into an actual world, which that game was fucking fantastic. Now, I got old eventually because it's Monster Hunter. Once you kind of achieve what you want, all the other bosses mean kind of nothing unless you just want to play the game.
I'm not gonna lie. I kind of got bored with the game real quick.
I mean, you get when you farm for 100+ hours trying to get the acquired gear you want, even if it's not the strongest gear, eventually. But again, with Monster Hunter taking this ambitious step and basically changing the entire game,
Yeah.
any clone, any symbols of Monster Hunter, you look at that and say, well, how are we going to compete? Now, technically speaking, Toukiden 2 did this first.
Oh man, I love that game.
Now, Monster Hunter, look at Toukiden 2. Toukiden 2 did it first.
Yeah.
They went the extra mile. They made the game open world where, hell, there are monsters in the open world. Now, granted, it didn't look as beautiful as Monster Hunter, not even close.
Not gonna lie, that game does start off really goddamn slow.
Yes. But Toukiden did it first. Monster Hunter, look at that.
Yeah.
And said, okay, well, Toukiden did this. We need to up. I mean, I'm not saying they did it because of that, because Toukiden, but
Yeah, I mean, if
they did that, and they took it to the next level.
yeah,
Meanwhile, Guardian,
one, it's between Toukiden and Monster Hunter. I would love a collab like that.
it would be great, especially some of their weapons.
Oh yeah, for both sides. Oh man, I would love a collab between Toukiden and Monster Hunter.
But you look at Code Vein, goddamn, because it looks so damn alike. Guardian 3,
Yeah.
there's probably no reason why Code Vein was probably delayed because of Guardian 3. Same people there.
I know.
But you look at Guardian 3 and it's like, this is good, but there's nothing, I guess you can say, new.
Yeah. At the same point, I was like, okay.
This feels like this. The game looks great. It plays great. I'm sure it has some hidden things in it that are new, but what has changed? At this stage of the game, if you're not giving me even the slightest open world, to me, and I want to say this, and it isn't I'm not going to buy. I'm going to buy the shit out of Guardian 3. But to me, if you're not giving me the Token or the Guardian style, you have failed me. And in 2019, you have failed me. You cannot be this linear map game, which Guardian 3 still is. It is this hub map that is you can probably run the entire map in 5-10 minutes, if that. And that is it. There is no real world, there's just that. And when you look at that, the first thing you get is, this is boring. Or this is dull. Now, I can't, people who buy Guardian are going to be Guardian fans. Those are the people who are going to buy Guardian 3.
Oh, yeah. Plus me, so.
If you're a Guardian fan, you're going to buy Guardian 3. That's pretty much what it is going, and that's what they're relying on. They're relying on their story, and they're relying on the Guardian fans. But outside of that, when you look at this as a Monster and a clone, you're like, I'd rather play Monster. Yeah. Well, I'd rather play Token. You got more. It's open. There's a freedom there.
Yeah. But unfortunately for me, I think I'm gonna like God Eater a little more. It just seems more interesting to me.
God Eater. It depends on, I guess, what you're looking for.
Like purpose.
I feel like God Eater will always have its sense of story.
Yeah.
And the story is continuous through all 3 games.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm not really criticizing too much on their gameplay design, because it's still it's not broken. It's not like it's a bad game, and that her world's not bad. I'm not saying that at all. I feel like God gives you the sense, like you said, the sense of why am I doing this, and the purpose of me giving a shit about any of these characters.
Exactly.
Any of these beasts that are coming out, and anything that's going on. And when you have purpose in a video game, it makes you want to play more.
Exactly. Now, my main question to anybody is, besides your main character, name a character in Monster Hunter world.
Well, that girl, but
I mean, besides her, like she really doesn't have. I mean, your assistant had.
Your assistant girl. I mean, truth be told, no one else fights shit but you. Everyone else is kind of just like, have fun.
Hey, yeah, I'm supposed to go over here, but I'm really not doing it. So, yay.
Exactly. Damn it,
hey, take these 4 people with you.
Yeah, God gives you that sense of.
Oh yeah, you got to take this guy with you. You got to take this girl with you.
And
the best part is you can literally just tell the people, and I will always love this. You can tell people to go recon themselves, and everybody can spread around the map. And I was like, yeah, okay.
Yep. And the AI is actually quite useful. God gives you the sense of purpose. It gives you a sense of story. If you are an anime fan, or if you're a fan of the series, God is going to be that. It's going to be that game. Whereas Monster Hunter is more of that nostalgia. Because it's Monster Hunter. It's been there since
PSP.
A decade. Yeah. It's been there for a long time. But I'm just a little surprised that they did not go that route and make it more of a. I feel like, and this is just me, I feel like a more open I'm not gonna say full open world like Monster Hunter, but a more open, Gaia 3 will be a hell of a lot more interesting than Monster Hunter was open world.
Pretty much.
You think about it, you got the environment that's all fucked up.
Oh yeah, it's
You got the origamis running around. You got different things happening here and there. You can have. I would have gone the extra route and had other people. You see, maybe other divisions of God Eater people actually,
fighting out there, and you can help them out.
Yeah, I would have done the extra mile. I would have done something that Dynasty Warriors didn't do.
Oh Lord Jesus, let's not talk about that.
But that's just me.
You can just go to the enemy, kill him, cheese him, and then you win. Like there's nothing. Even if you were under level, just go cheese the boss of the level. With that 1,000,000 crap, you can just knock him to the ground and just cheese him. I was like, yeah, I'm terribly under level, and I beat this. I beat the Battle of Hulao Gate in minutes. I was like, are you kidding me? Isn't what's his name supposed to? Oh, Lu Bu. Let me just cheese him, and I cheesed him. I will never forget that. But yeah, man, like I said, man, I feel like I appreciate God Eater a lot more. One, because it's in modern times, and I just like the characters a lot better half the time. And your character's good when they're in crossovers like Namco x Capcom and all that type of games. Granted, I forgot the name of the Project Cross Zone. Characters are in Project Cross Zone. There are no Monster Hunter characters in Project Cross Zone. Like the Rathalos is in more crossovers than the actual characters from Monster Hunter. The fucking dragon.
FF14.
Yeah, he's in Smash Brothers too.
Oh wow.
He's a Sis Trophy and he's a boss. So it's like, okay.
Well, Monster Hunter, and that's, what, now that you mentioned, that is Monster Hunter's shtick. It's the monsters.
Yeah.
The monsters are more important than the your characters, like I said, until Monster Hunter World,
yeah,
I don't even think characters had names. And if they did, you didn't care. You only talked about Rathalos, fucking Deviljo and Kirin and the other Rathalos, Blue Rathalos, and other shit.
Rathian
and Pink Rathalos.
And other shit, and this, that, and the other.
Because I'm like, the Rathian, it's not as popular as the Rathalos. Yet, I had to fight so many Rathians, it's not funny.
So it's Monster Hunter is literally about their monsters. It's not about the person, because the person is irrelevant. You're just some guy. Whereas God Eater, it's about the characters you're interacting with, and I think, like you said earlier, Ralphine, purpose will always drive a series more than just, hey, there's a monster out there, go kill it. They fight 100 times to get the one piece you need.
Yeah, not gonna lie, that's literally why I stopped playing Skyrim. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I felt like there was no purpose to continuously play Skyrim after some point. I was like, I can't.
Okay.
There's a purpose with Skyrim. The problem with Skyrim is that
I don't know.
It doesn't lead you to that purpose.
Yeah.
Well, the main story is the Dragonborn shit. The problem with Skyrim is that there's no indication that this here is your main story. Everything else is side. Everything's the same. So if you just playing and you're walking around, hey, Dark Brotherhood, what's this? Oh, what's this? The main gear. Oh, what's this? You're like, wait a minute. Where is the main? You have all these quests. So which is the main quest?
I got a lot of quests out here. Which one's the main quest again? Oh crap! Fuck it. Delete.
Yeah, it's like, which is the main quest? Now, for me, granted, I kind of pay attention to make sure, or at least I knew what the main quest was, and I just kept it going. I did what I wanted to do. But for the average Joe, Skyrim, ooh, Dark Brotherhood, oh, Thieves Guild. Wait, what's the main plot again? I don't remember what mission it was. I have over 60 missions on my screen. You know.
Okay.
Now, like I said, with me, I had my agenda.
Yeah.
With every character I created, they had an agenda. The assassin or the archer, bow only the entire game, no other weapon. People say it's impossible. I'm like, no, it's not. Not in Skyrim. Hell no.
Yeah,
Jeez.
I still like Oblivion better because they gave you classes.
Oh God.
This one, it was just
I can't stand
like
Oblivion. I played Oblivion on PS3, so I was cursed from day one.
You said what?
I got Oblivion day one, and I returned it the same day.
I played Oblivion on PS3. I was cursed from day one. Oblivion on PS3 was fucking garbage.
I played it on Xbox.
You were great.
I did not like it still. I was just like, eject, and where's my receipt? Okay. Yeah, I'm
See,
gonna get something.
you know the problem with Oblivion for me? Yes, I was one of those. I played Oblivion before Skyrim. What I heard about Oblivion, once again, was game design choices. Now, granted, it makes sense in some ways, yes. But we all know the type of guy. I love my arrows, and I love that. I love dagger stuff, combat, that bow and arrows, especially in games like that. Why are my bow and arrows taking up so much weight? Now, that was just the tip of the iceberg. I'm playing on PS. Now, Oblivion was one of the games that I didn't know what the hell I was doing. You get in some prison, I'm like, where am I at? What am I doing? And why am I here?
Yeah.
Where's my goal? I feel like Skyrim was a little bit more handholdy. They kind of gave you your kind of, here's your path. Now, where you go after this is up to you, but here's where you're going.
Yeah.
Oblivion, for me anyway, Oblivion just like, there you go, man. You're in the prison.
Skyrim was like, hey, I mean,
you can go over here, or you can go over there.
You can do it. If you don't want to do it, go right ahead. Don't do it. And for me, it was like, bruh, what am I? I'm trying to beat the game so I can cut it. Fuck it. And when I'm doing that,
Skyrim to me pointed me in a. See, that's the thing with Skyrim. It pointed me in a direction. I knew. Now, if you just forgot what the main story quest name was, that's on you. But at least it pointed me somewhere.
I mean, it was
pointed me in a direction. Oblivion didn't do that for me. Now, maybe I don't remember because I was playing on PS3, and my God.
Oblivion kind of led you toward the main story a lot more. No, so did Morrowind, and that's why I like those games a lot better.
With Skyrim, that's the thing with Skyrim, because they just pretty much be like, hey, all right, so at least you do the first few parts of it, and all right, there you go. So you can continue to do the story if you want, or you can just be like me and just have
unnecessary. You cut off, by the way.
fight both. Oh, hello.
Yes, but
Did anybody hear what I said?
barely.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, no, but it kind of was just like hey, you can go do this and just level up and cool, yay! I'm doing everything but the story.
I was able to do, like I said, when I played Skyrim. So let me say, when I very first played Skyrim, I absolutely hated the game. Then my first game was Oblivion, and PS3 was god awful. I couldn't take it. The lag, the hit, garbage. Not lag, but the frame rate dips, garbage. Bethesda and Sony just trash. So I wasn't really, I guess, used to everything that Elder Scrolls brought into this, So Skyrim was probably my first real, I guess, nosedive into anything Elder Scrolls. And I thought I legitimately had to run around with a sword and shield because I didn't think that, a bow and arrow would actually be useful in this game. Look at the video, run around with a fucking sword and shield. Okay. So initially, I hated the game because that's not who I am. I'm not a sword and shield. I am I'm in the stealth character, assassin character, all that type of characters in RPG-ish type games. Someone told me, no, you can do all that stuff. You just gotta kind of play to your class. You kind of gotta play that style. It's not going to get you. It's not going to give it to you. You actually gotta play that. So you tell.
Hello.
I think they gave me the game. I wanted to. And
My joint, you cut off.
I did.
Yeah.
That's funny because I hear him.
Yeah. Now I can hear everything again. But
Well, I basically just said that Skyrim was my first real nosedive to Elder Scrolls because Oblivion was just god awful.
all right.
And I thought that Sword and Shield was the only way to go because that's all you saw in promotions and videos you look at was just Sword and Shield. So I hated the game at first.
Oh yeah.
I rebought it because someone said you can't. Basically, they told me you have to actually play your style, not just be, I guess, giving your style. You actually have to play that way. So I said, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I did. I rebought it. Well, they had to. My friend had 2 copies for whatever. They had a download copy, so he gave it back to me. I downloaded it.
What?
First thing I did was pick the bow and arrow, and I went through. No doubt. I think I had daggers on me, but I never used them. And I really took time to actually read read what was going on, read the skills, see what needed to be done.
Yep.
And and start playing that way, not just thinking that my class is going to be, me physically playing that way. Yeah. And once I did that, I fell in love with Skyrim because not only was using a sword and shield, the generic thing, right, would be using a bow and arrow by itself, you can wreck shit. So it felt, I was able to play my way first. Yeah. And that's all I wanted. And I made plenty of characters. I did make a sword and shield character. I made a heavy sword. I made a lot of other characters a mage. Once I was able to play my way first. Long story short, Skyrim turned into this big thing. And as I was playing, I looked at all the side quests. I looked them all up till it was in the game because it was out for almost 6 months to a year at that point. Saw Dark Brotherhood, saw this and that. So for me, it wasn't that hard because I with my main character, I kind of did everything with my first main character because I was kind of just doing going through the ringer.
Yeah.
But the main things I knew I wanted: Dark Brotherhood, wanted; Thieves Guild, wanted. And the mage guild I stayed away from because I'm not going to be a mage. Yeah. Certain things, I made my own mage eventually. My archer was no mage. My archer was straight art. There was nothing. Well, let me rephrase that. He had other skills because of that glitch with the book. I mean, why not? But he was the main archer. Through everything, he was leveled. Everything I wanted by level 48. I didn't want sword skills. I didn't care about sword skills. He was just a straight archer. So to get myself level 81, I had to use the glitch because I wasn't going to do anything else with him. That wasn't his role.
Alright.
But, I enjoyed it for what it was. And I had my goal set.
Of course. But, like I said, for me, that game bored me to tears. But, moving on, because we don't have time to be talking about this for the rest of my life. The Resident Evil 2 demo!
Yeah!
How did you beat it? Because I definitely did not.
Twice!
I definitely did not.
I beat it twice.
Yeah, I didn't look at anything.
And still had time left over.
Yeah, that did not beat that joint. I could not beat it.
So
the second mission and stopped.
So I ain't gonna say I cheated, but I've seen so many videos of No. Resident Evil 2's been that demo has been shown at every game show 100,000 times. So it's like when they say, oh, this is the E3 demo, this is pretty much any Gamescom or any press demo, like, oh, what, kind of know what the basic of this is? Because I've seen the gameplay that much. With that being said, I did beat the demo twice. The first time with exploring and actually getting stuff, it took me 19 minutes. Now, I did not go after the second guy. I knew where it was. I just didn't go for it because I was I didn't know how much time I had. I wasn't checking the time on the screen. I never paused to look at the time, so I did everything I could. Got the shotgun. Got the pouches. One of them. I didn't know the code for the locker. And I beat it in 19 minutes. The second time I did a speed run. Just kind of ran through. I could have went faster, but there was something I did want to pick it up just me, who I am. And I beat it in 4 minutes, about 4 minutes. It's posted on my Facebook, like 4 minutes, 50 seconds, somewhere around there. So, and I still had time left over. But the game was amazing. I enjoyed it. Some people don't, you have your detractors. Oh, the game sucks. No, the game's fucking amazing. Already, it's really early, but Resident 2 might just be my game of the year. I enjoyed that demo that much.
Yeah, man, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it myself. I like how they finally was just like, "Hey, yo, guns don't work, bro."
Yeah, what?
Yeah, I was like, they were like, "Oh yeah, your pistol don't work, cuz." I was like, this pistol is terrible.
Yeah, some zombies. Well, see, a lot of people don't understand, and that's another thing. You can tell. So, I feel like this game is going to get critically praised, but I feel like some users are going to bash it.
Yeah.
A lot of people started with Resident Evil 4. A lot of people started with Resident Evil 4. They didn't play 1, 2, 3, Code Veronica, and even fucking 0. A lot of people are used to... I'm not saying you're not going to have a lot of ammo,
yeah,
but a lot of people are used to being able... A lot of people are used to quality of their life. Things that just made sense. Like, I don't know, you put a zombie on the ground, you stomp their head in. Makes sense. Resident 2 doesn't have none of that. No, Resident 2 has no quality of life. People are used to being able to kill everything. In Resident Evil, you're technically not supposed to necessarily kill everything. If you shoot a zombie and you knock it down, initially you have 1 or 2 options. Usually, you would just knife it to death to save ammo after it's on the ground. Now, in this game, knives break, so you gotta, think about that.
which was hilarious. I was like, oh, that's a smart choice.
Now, you could do that, which usually people do. Most people just shoot zombies in the leg, put them down, and knife them. That's how you save ammo. Or they shoot them in the head till they drop and they move on. Or most people, what they do, they shoot them, they fall, and they keep it moving. Because that's just what you do. You don't have the luxuries of Resident Evil 4, 5, and 6, where you can just shoot something in the leg and be stunned and you walk up and uppercut it to smithereens. No. That's not how this works. I think a lot of people are going to bash it because of the lack of quality of life things that's in the game. Mm-hmm. Which, people will probably complain about inventory usage. People are going to complain probably about the backtracking. People are probably going to complain about ink ribbons. I know I hate ink ribbons to save my fucking life. I do. But that is, I guess, the core essence of Resident Evil. Resident Evil was never necessarily a scary game. Resident Evil was more about how to manage yourself in this environment that you're in. What to pick up, what not to pick up, what to put away, what not to put away. Backtracking to God knows how long. And so on and so forth. Now, yes, you can improve your inventory on Resident Evil 2. I don't know about how much. Probably by a lot. I know you can get unless they change it in the final game, you can get 2 full extra slots in the beginning of the game. So, or that part of the game. So, who knows how much you can get. But people have to understand that this is what Resident Evil originally was. Will I probably missed the quality of life? I'm pretty sure I will after a while. I probably missed kicking people in the head because it was just so much easier, but
yep,
it is what it is. I grew up on the originals. I played the originals 1, 2, 3, and Code Veronica. I played the remakes of 1 and I played Zero, played them all. I before Resident Evil 6, I went through my entire Resident Evil marathon, started with the remake of 1 and going all the way up to Resident Evil 6. And it made it so much easier because I had the anthology collection, so I could easily just do that. Unfortunately, I had to play the original ones first because obviously 6 wasn't out yet, but so it was very good. I can't wait for Resident 2. For those who didn't beat the demo, there's nothing wrong with that.
Nothing wrong with it at all.
It really isn't. If you didn't beat the demo, even JD didn't beat the demo. That man didn't even make it to the fucking library room. So his playthrough was fucking cringe though. But he probably went in blind, and it's fine. But I just think there will be a lot of user hate because a lot of users are used to Resident Evil 5 and 6 and 4, and they're gonna be used to that quality of life shit that is not in Resident Evil 2. And I'm not gonna say it shouldn't be, but I'm not gonna be mad that it isn't because you want to keep the essence of when you're remaking a game. You kind of want to keep the essence of the original, and Resident Evil didn't have this quality of life in the original. So, what can you do?
Yeah, we'll find out one day. It's just a couple of months, actually. No, by the end of the month, actually. What am I saying? By the end of the month, we'll find out. I can't wait. It's gonna be fucking good.
Yes, it will. All those fucking campaigns. I'm not looking forward to it.
Isn't it true?
All these campaigns. There's gonna be a lot of campaigns in that game, man. A lot of playtime. You got... Now, from what I'm understanding, there is a Leon A and B. A Leon and Claire A and B. That's 4 playthroughs right there.
I'm sorry, I'm only gonna do 2.
Huh?
I'm only gonna do 2. I'm not gonna do 4.
Now that's one thing I didn't want. I did not want A and B scenarios for both characters. I legitimately did not. I hate that. But there might be. Might.
Hopefully, no. They just, mix up the stories, man.
What I want is Leon's story, Claire's story.
Yeah.
Done. Yeah. But if they give me A and B, whatever.
Yep.
There's Hunk. He's back. There's Tofu.
I saw that.
Now, I believe Ada has her own campaign as well.
I saw the trophy. She has a little section.
Well, I know you use her. I've seen her gameplay. You use her, I believe, after Leon gets... Well, it's universally known. You know what happens to Leon. If you play the original, he gets shot. I believe at that point, it's just like you do in the original. We use her a little bit earlier in the original, but yeah. But I think they're adding her campaign of Escape Ada because I think they did say she has her campaign. You might play her campaign from the moment where she wakes up, gives Leon a rocket launcher because we all know it was fucking her, and when she escapes, because that, and I believe that was in Dark Side Chronicles where you use Ada for her escape. So you're already looking at 4 fucking campaigns.
Oh god.
Now people are complaining, oh, this is Resident Evil 6 all over again. Well, motherfuckers, Resident Evil 2 did this. Or people, claim, oh, Resident Evil 6 was too ambitious. Resident Evil 2 was the most ambitious. A and B scenarios, plus Hunk and Tofu.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Shit was hilarious.
So, no one else had A and B scenarios.
Yeah.
But, regardless, I'm praying there's no A and B because I am lord of Resident Evil. And if there is A and B scenarios, that means 2 things. A, I have to play all 4 of them, which makes for for not only 1, 2, 3, 4, Hunk, Tofu, and Ayla. That's 7 freaking campaigns.
Yep.
But I had to dissect. Then I had to go research what's canon in each in A and B scenario, or whose scenario is canon. Leon A. Well, originally I think it was Claire A and Leon B. So if it is that, I'll probably play those first. Claire A and Leon B. Yeah. I don't want to do that. Just give me 4 campaigns or 5 campaigns, and let me be done with the game, please. Not 7 campaigns, please. My God. 7 freaking campaigns, Resident Evil 2. I don't want that. I mean, granted, no, I don't. I don't need that. I don't.
All right. I guess there's nothing else that needs to be said about Resident Evil.
Nope. Look forward to it January 25th.
Oh yeah. Wrestling.
Oh boy.
Oh my God. Before the biggest news we have to talk about, let's talk about that Monday, man. What'd you see on that Monday?
Finn Balor winning. Good for him. Bobby Trashley winning, I guess. And Braun Strowman getting what he deserved and not a Universal title match.
Damn, son.
I'm look. This isn't, me copying other podcasters. This isn't me, mimicking. I haven't cared for Strowman for a very long time. Probably since day one. I liked what he did against for antics, but I've never cared for Strowman. I always still giving him the belt is a no-go. I've always stated that giving Strowman the belt is literally another Brock Lesnar type reign, which I. So I'm happy he's out of the match. He doesn't deserve it. He's just doesn't deserve it. In my eyes, anyway, he doesn't deserve it.
It so confused the hell out of me when I'm not gonna lie, it literally confused me when I randomly skipped a lot of the episode and Finn Balor was gonna go against Brock Lesnar. I was very confused, and then I had to go back and finally find where he lost the title match, and I was like, oh, who cares?
It was a good segment. They did it well how he lost it. Now, what they did leading up to the fair four-way, it was kind of obvious who was going to win. We're putting Finn Balor against all this and this and that. Vince doesn't believe in me, blah, blah, blah. We knew where this was going. Yeah. The problem is now, what do you do with Finn? Do you have him just do all this and then lose?
I feel like
he better show up the demon. He kind of has to at this point, you would think, but then that's another thing. See, that's the thing though. If he wins, then I guess I'm not gonna say the story will be kind of done, but the prospect of Seth Rollins and Brock Lesnar goes out the window since Seth has been name dropping Brock since the beginning. Since he won the Intercontinental title last year and all this. And name dropping Brock, you kind of want that to be resolved, I mean, you could do Seth versus Brock without the title, but it would be more meaningful with the title. Then the Royal Rumble is coming around, and you don't have, presumably, AJ will be in the Rumble, nor will Finn. Only people you can really have win that is Drew McIntyre or Seth Rollins. I mean, you can do Seth versus Daniel, or, if Seth went to SmackDown, which I don't think he would. So you would do Seth versus Finn? I mean, maybe. I wouldn't mind it. We've seen it a lot, but, I personally don't think he's going to I don't know. I don't know if Finn wins at Royal Rumble, but I mean, who knows, man? Who knows?
We will find out, my good man.
Yes, we will.
We will find out. That one's a literal. I don't even know how to say it, but what to say about none of that nonsense. But the thing that actually kind of had me upset at Monday was, I'm not gonna lie, as soon as I saw Bobby Lashley getting the title, I was like, feel like people at WWE don't know how to book.
They're shaking things up. They're giving you something new.
Bobby Lashley
Something
winning the
fresh.
title.
Something fresh.
Bobby Lashley winning the title is something good or fresh.
It's something fresh. Something new. He's a good heel.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I almost choked on that one.
Mia Rush is doing the work. Okay, I'll play this. Dean Ambrose has been god awful. You had to get Seth out of the title picture. So at this point, why not?
And there's no more rematch clauses, right?
Yeah, so I mean, you're not saying Dean versus Bobby Lashley. That's not going to happen.
Right.
So, and let me address this whole there's no more rematch clause. No, the rematch clause is still in effect. It's just that it won't be automatic. Now they're going to put them in a match, and then they'll say the winner of this match becomes number one contender. All that's going to happen is the former champion is always going to win, therefore you get your freaking rematch.
Yeah.
That's literally what's happened ever since they said this. Becky Lynch had a fight for her, oh, she wins. Seth Rollins had a fight, oh, he wins. So, basically, the former champion will be put in the match, and more likely the former champion will win said match and get said rematch. Therefore, being the rematch clause isn't necessarily automatic, but it's still there.
Yeah, which is weird. Why Jinder Mahal on Monday was even considered?
Because wins and losses don't matter.
Oh yeah, it is.
This man is doing a joke since coming to Monday Night Raw, and yeah, he's trying to get you first. I don't know, man. Raw is, as I told people, I don't give a crap how much money they have. Who brings in money?
Say that. Even one of my
Raw is garbage.
In the music world keeps saying that same shit.
Yeah, Raw is fucking garbage to below average every week. People tell me, oh, friends say, well, Drew McIntyre. I'm like, that's great. Drew McIntyre is great. Seth Rollins is great. That's 2 segments or 2 matches out of a 3-hour program. On top of that, if you have to wait an hour or 2 hours to get to said match, you have sat through intolerable television. I cannot sit here and give a letter grade of A for half work, or not even half work. I cannot.
They don't even put in the work on Monday half the time.
You can't sit here and say, okay, here's 3-hour program. Well, Seth's match was good, and you had Drew McIntyre segment. Oh, what else? Well, that was it. When the Seth Rollins thing happened. Well, that happened about 10 in the Drew. Well, that happened when the show started. So what happened from 8 to 9, and then after the Rollins match to the rest of the show? Oh, it was pretty much garbage. So that technically makes that a bad show, right? Yeah, that's pretty much how it goes. It's you may get a decent 8-hour first segment, and then the rest of that hour, 2 hours is garbage. Then you get one decent match with Rollins, and after the rest is garbage. I can't give a high praise for for not even half work. It's not even half. It's 2 segments out of what? How many segments do you have? What, 16?
Like 100?
16 segments on Monday Night Raw. 2? 13 are bad and 2 are good. You get a math test. It's 16 questions. You miss 14. You don't get an A, you get an E.
Pretty much. Well, we tried, so you should give us an A.
Congratulations, you tried. You failed, But you tried. In Monday Night Raw case, they don't try at all. They just fail. Now last night was, Finn Balor winning. Okay, great. Congratulations. Bobby Trashley winning. I mean, I guess. The best thing about that whole show with the women tag belts actually looked like tag titles. Thank you, WWE. How about we redo the men's tag team championships?
Yeah.
Please.
How about we redo the whole division?
Well, if I was to steal something from JB, how about you just merge the tag divisions? Because at this point, why not?
Why fucking not?
Sasha Banks is looking like NXT Sasha Banks with her promos. I haven't seen that in a while. So.
Oh, I don't know you. Yeah.
You're stupid. Oh my god.
No Bob Roode and Chad Gable last on Monday. I'm still waiting to be called up.
You said what? You still waiting on who to be called up?
Back when Eddie
Okay. Hello, can anybody hear me?
Yeah. Yes.
Huh?
Like it's like on my joint you cut off on my end.
E4 that cut off when you're in. Rest in peace, E4.
Okay, SmackDown. Moving on, because there was obviously nothing. SmackDown.
I was mainly doing this, so I really wasn't paying attention.
Okay. NXT TakeOver UK.
Didn't watch it yet, ironically.
Okay, so yeah, let's not talk about that then. We will wait for
Honestly, there's not much to talk about WWE unless you talk about AEW. That's just
which is
wrestling
what
in
we're
general.
gonna get to, which is the main event of tonight. AEW. So some of their signages. How hype were you guys?
I mean, going to be honest with you, I'm going to tell you a lie.
Honest.
You know what? I'll be that guy. I'll be that guy. To be truthfully honest, I just don't care. I don't.
Why not?
Not because I think it's going to fail. Just because it's too early to see where this is going to go.
Then
The talent they got, Pac and Jericho, that's great. It's too early to tell if I'll ever, how I will be able to see their product. It's too early to tell how their product will even be. It's just too. It's like saying, how you see a teaser trailer for a video game with no gameplay? Just cinematics. It's exactly what this is. Like I'm watching a trailer with nothing. Just the cinematics and screenshots. On the surface, it looks great. I hope it succeeds. I hope it does great. I want it to do great. But I can't invest my care into it yet because I've seen nothing yet. And I don't expect to see anything. Obviously, because it just got started. When it gets started, and when I see double or nothing, or see how I'll be able to see the show every week or every 2 weeks, or however, whatever schedule they choose to do, then my interest will peak. My interest is there in terms of who they're going to sign and all that. But I mean, the people right now are kind of obvious. Kenny Omega's probably going to go to AEW. When Marty Scurll goes there, you may see, other guys from other promotions come in. That's fine. So, those things we already kind of know, but I can't necessarily care until I see how I'm going to be able to ingest, enjoy it every week. How I'm going to, what that.
Hello?
Yeah, he AFK'd.
Hello. No. No. I could not hear anybody.
Hello.
I can hear you now.
Hello?
We can hear you again, buddy.
Yeah.
The funny thing is, I can hear all y'all saying. I heard that say he went AFK. I'm like, I did. No.
But yeah. Aoife, what are your opinions on AEW?
I'm gonna use the bathroom so I can tell you. I've been holding this in for a while.
Go ahead.
See, that is not about to get ready to leave for a second. I'm pretty excited and things like that about it. You know, even to the point where their first thing, what was it, Double or Nothing?
Yeah.
Yeah, the one they're going to be in Vegas and stuff like that. I was even contemplating on, going to support it to show, my support and stuff like that for them, because I really do. Their whole situation and stuff like that is something that it's just amazing. It's something that a lot of people should consider instead of being like, "Oh God, was Carlson." People who are just content with, that's like, I'm in a company. I'm in a graphic design company, and I'm supposed to make art. I'm supposed to make graphic designs or whatever like that. And I am just more content with being a secretary. Or I'm just there for show because I'm pretty and I have a nice name or something. And I get paid, but I've not done a single goddamn thing to do with art. Maybe like once every 6 months. So when they feel like it. But I mean, I don't know about you guys, but if I have a specific job title or a specific job, I would like to get paid to do my job. If I'm a wrestler, I would like to showcase my wrestling skills. I would like to actually wrestle. I would like to work at a place where not only certain people are treated fair, where majority, if not everyone is treated fair, men and women, where, if I'm out on injury, I'm not sitting here being, exhausted doing house shows, live shows, doing this, traveling every goddamn which way, someplace, that it's a little bit more caring for their people. And I know everybody's gonna say, well, WWE is a lot bigger, so they have a lot more wrestlers. That's bullshit. As much fucking money as WWE makes, yeah, that's BS. And it's to the point where certain people you don't even fucking see anymore. I didn't even fucking know. I didn't even know that, and this is not saying because, whether or not he's a good wrestler or not, I didn't even fucking know that No Way Jose was still fucking employed. Until I saw him when they were sitting there on Monday Night Raw, when they was breaking up, who was it? Bobby Trashley, and Seth Rollins. I was like, who the fuck is that? What the? Oh, that's No Way Jose, huh? I didn't know he was still fucking here. I didn't know why certain people are still here. I don't even know why. People where you don't have a voice and when you can't speak up to what you can and can't do, but then you get your boss that goes on, interviews saying, oh, well, the new generation, they don't say anything, they don't shape their own future. Really? Fuck you. Fuck you. Because if we do speak up, we probably get punished for it.
Hey man. Gotta speak up.
You gotta speak up, but there's speak up.
I'm sorry, I'm gonna speak up while standing on my 2 feet. I'm not gonna speak up while on my knees sucking your dick.
Vince McMahon likes people sucking him off. You know this.
Oh, he loves it when the people are sucking him something fierce.
Exactly.
No.
Hey! The revival, FTR. The revival.
Yeah, it took a.
I'm sure they'll be going to AEW. They've been doing the hashtag FTR, fuck the revival. Yeah, we know where they're going.
Yeah.
No, they're happy there. They're quite content going up against the fucking Lucha House Party every week.
Lucha fucking House Party. Ty Dillinger. Goodbye.
Who?
You're right.
I didn't know he's still fucking employed.
I think I can count on two hands the amount of times he's been on television. 10!
Hey, at least he's the Zack Ryder.
I mean, yeah.
Have you given more screen time to Ty?
I mean, pretty much. I mean, no. Ty's had more, but Zack hasn't been on Raw, no screen time all year.
We've seen Ty Dillinger only when R-Truth. This is before the R-Truth was with Carmella, and that was when R-Truth was going back and forth with The Miz. And he's like, "I'm looking for Carmella," and then you just see him and Truth doing this little antics. Other than that, when was the? Oh, excuse me, you're right. We have seen Ty Dillinger because he was in a match twice with Randy Orton.
Yep.
There you go.
Shows made R-Truth and Ty Dillinger a tag team.
Mm-hmm.
Or it could have R-Truth. They could have Ty Dillinger in NXT.
It should. If I was Ty, honestly, I would be like, you know what? I think I can go to NXT UK because there's the stuff going on. It's new, and I could be over there. I'll just be over there.
But he's not from United Kingdom. He wouldn't fit. He's from Canada.
Oh well. I mean, at this fucking point.
And he'll just go to AEW, or either he'll go to AEW or somewhere, or he'll just stay in WWE and collect a paycheck.
I would just go to AE goddamn W.
Well, his girlfriend is still in WWE, so I don't know.
Oh yeah, Peyton Lewis.
Bailey's husband is not in WWE, by the way.
His husband was on 205 Live once recently.
Ember Moon's fiance is also not in WWE. Just a heads up. So, yeah.
Hey, Adam Cole's girlfriend signed to AEW.
I know, which I heard, which I thought was hilarious.
Adam Cole, baby, or Bobby, or
it's sad.
Baby.
I wonder how that talk is at the dinner table.
Just goddamn, it's NXT and not complain about nothing.
NXT
I've seen in my life.
Say what?
Saddest day of my life when the only thing I could watch on WWE and legit smile is NXT.
Yeah.
I feel like with watching NXT though, that there's going to be a few dark days ahead of us though with NXT.
Why do you say that?
Oh, because certain people are going to get called up.
Well, yeah, but the talent down there.
Trash ones. Huh?
The talent down there is so stacked that it will. They will be fine. They have a lot of talent that they can't really use.
It's not saying that because not saying that I wasn't saying that to say because NXT is like stacked so they can afford to get rid of some people. I'm saying it to say it's going to be a sad day because of the fact that these people are going to go to the main roster and die.
Well, yeah. Yeah. Rest in peace. It's a demotion.
It is a demotion.
Yeah, there's a lot of people consider it a demotion.
I wonder if they'll put Aleister Black on SmackDown with his wife, or just put him on Raw. Probably Raw.
Aleister Black?
I can see Dream getting, well, no, as much as I want to say Dream, only because of his age, but at this point, I don't even think Vince cares. I don't even think Vince even knows how fucking old he is. I think Vince is just like, oh, I want him. I probably see either Dream and Black getting called up.
Probably at the WrestleMania, yeah. Aleister Black, he would probably fit more on SmackDown, but
he's probably going to. No, well, did EC3 and Lars go to? Well, no, Lars is not there. EC3 went to Raw.
No one's on a brand yet because they said on so basically what they're saying is all the NXT call-ups, the new ones, they're gonna basically wrestle on both brands until until either brand signs them. So basically, essentially, no one is really signed. So you may see EC3 on Raw, and you may see EC3 on SmackDown. Kind of like Nikki Cross, she was on Raw, and she was on SmackDown tonight. She didn't wrestle tonight, but she was on SmackDown tonight. So
yeah,
and she did debut on the main roster on SmackDown. So it's just, I guess they're just gonna use them until they find out where to actually put these people. Aleister Black, though I feel like he would be good on SmackDown with the talent, I feel like they would put him on Raw so they can actually have talent on Raw, because Raw's roster right now is god-awful. So, and Velveteen Dream, he was like a Raw guy regardless, so that's just me.
True.
And whenever Undisputed come up, they're probably going to Raw.
Oh, God. I don't... That's going to be a dark day in hell.
Mm-hmm. But I guess we need to hope XFL gets up to where Vince has to actually do that more than WWF.
Oh, I do. I already do. You know I do.
WWE, as the great Carly would say.
But,
the WWE.
Like I said, man, for me, All Elite Wrestling is nothing but hope. And like I said, I hope it destroys the piece of garbage known as WWE sometimes.
Well, that'll be a while. So.
Yeah, man. Double or Nothing. The last event was better than all the pay-per-views of a year.
Yeah, but see, there's a difference. There's being better than WWE, and there's actually beating WWE. Being better than WWE is not hard at all. But in terms of actually beating WWE, that's going to take some time because they got to get a TV deal. They got to get an actual proper TV deal, not some stupid channel like Pop.
Oh yeah. Because New Japan.
Impact Wrestling looking at you.
Oh yeah. Impact Wrestling it's kind of terrible.
They need to get something like TNT, TBS, or a major cable network. So
yeah.
And then then money-wise they won't, but slowly but surely. Honestly, I don't care. Basically, it's just an alternative to watch. Something else to watch on television that interests me and makes me say I like professional wrestling.
Yeah.
Monday Night Raw, outside of Seth Rollins and Drew McIntyre, pretty much bring nothing to the table. SmackDown Live is, it's good sometimes and it's bad sometimes, but NXT is mostly good most times. So, and having AEW there on Tuesday, if Tuesday Night Dynamite is a real thing, having that there would be good, and it would just be an alternative. You won't have to see people go just only go to WWE. You'll see people be able to go to AEW and see them maybe succeed in other ventures when they're wasting away in WWE.
Pretty much. But that being said, is there anything else that anybody wanted to bring up to the table before we cut off for the night?
Nope.
E4. Hello.
Vince is a delusional bastard. That's it.
I mean, I know, but we all know that.
That's it.
Alright. Well, that being said, I'm going to go ahead and cut the podcast off. And I just want to let everybody know there's still a countdown. That being said, this is Eve Wildfang signing out. You guys should say thank you. I was going to say you dicks. Alright. Catch you all later.
She is all mine. Now get up, or I ain't gonna
We